The feds back away from a volatile standoff against a rancher in Nevada after bringing in armed agents backed by helicopters and snipers to seize part of his herd. The showdown attracting hundreds of demonstrators. The Bureau of Land Management finally releasing the livestock. What a scene this was. This battle is not over yet until the cows come home, as they say. But one protester says that they will be there until that happens. Yep. Welcome, everybody. Brand new hour starts now of America's Newsroom. Happy Monday to you. I'm Martha McCown.
And I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning. The Bureau of Land Management claims that Cliven Bundy is an outlaw, grazing his cattle on an open range without paying fees to the federal government. The BLM agreed to return the cows, citing safety concerns, after an armed standoff between federal agents and Bundy's supporters. Bundy's family says it's about time.
Those cattle are ours. They're Cliven Bundy's family's cattle, and they stole them from us, and they've realized it. They're our cows, and they get to come home to the place they've lived all their life.
What a story. William LaJeunesse is live in Bunkerville, Nevada. So, William, this standoff really reached a boiling point over the weekend.
It did, you know, and the situation began to unravel for the BLM Friday night as hundreds of supporters of Bundy began to arrive from around the West. Protesters, so-called patriots, armed militia, outnumbering the federal agents 4-1 by Saturday morning, forcing the agency to back down. Now, tensions escalated when the BLM refused to release Bundy's cattle. They closed the interstate. Police and SWAT rushed to the scene to prevent the shootout. Both sides, according to witnesses, had their guns pointed at each other. As this picture shows, a protester with his rifle in a sniper position on an overpass above the BLM, guarding the trespassed cattle in holding pens below. A former sheriff worried about what was going to happen next.
We were actually strategizing to put all the women up at the front. If they're going to start shooting, it's going to be women that are going to be televised all across the world getting shot by these rogue federal officers.
The standoff lasted about 30 minutes, Martha and Bill, and they were this close to someone pulling a trigger. The BLM made the prudent and safe decision to back down.
Unbelievable. So what's happening there today?
Well, one thing, the Bundys are examining damage to their illegal property that the BLM admits it took down: corrals, fences, water tanks. And someone in Washington is probably saying, what happened? What went wrong? At one point, the BLM is enforcing a court order against a man they consider an outlaw. The next, they're pulling out. And they gave Bundy back every cattle or cow that they spent a week catching in a very expensive operation that was lasted 30 days. Now, roundup by helicopter is fast and effective, but it's considered inhumane now during calving season, when the young ones can't keep up with the herd. They have about 17 orphans, some as young as a week old, separated from their mothers.
With the helicopter roundup, first of all, you're dealing with cattle that are fairly trotty or wild cattle. So these cows are going to be on the run. They've got little baby calves with them that cannot keep up, and it's hot, deserty country. And so what they have created is a lot of orphan calves.
So the takeaway for those who came here to support Bundy, of course, they feel they have a victory and they made a statement in defense of their way of life. The federal government, of course, feels he is still an outlaw and will pursue Bundy through the courts and through the bureaucracy. Martha?
Wow, quite a story, William. Thank you very much.